Okay, we are live, everybody. Hold on, I'm gonna just adjust the audio down a little bit. Hey. Okay, cool. Hey, everybody. We are live. My name is Bezad.
I'm Marisa.
And we are here from Naked and Famous Denim. We are broadcasting live from the Japanese headquarters of Naked and Famous Denim, broadcasting live from Yokohama, Japan. We're here to have a fun, interesting conversation with you guys, as we do every week. I'm waking up right now. My brain is still firing up.
It's also very dark today.
Yeah.
It's a dark day, so.
Dark and gloomy September morning here. It's rainy, but it's okay. We're gonna get up to speed in just a few minutes. We got our coffees in our Naked and Famous Denim mugs here. Of course, you can't enjoy this live stream without this mug. But
I like how big this is.
Yeah, it is a
Holds
good mug.
A lot of liquid.
Yeah, but we enjoy our live stream with this mug. And if you're enjoying this live stream with or without this mug, you know what you need to do?
Like that video. Like that.
Yeah, hit the like button.
Hit that like button.
Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And speaking of getting fired up, last night we did a little teaser for the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure collaboration that we have coming up. So today we're going to be talking about, we're going to go over the entire collection. We're going to go over availability, where you're going to be able to get a pair, release date, release information, all that good stuff. So if you're tuning in to learn about the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure collaboration, well, you've come to the right place. Although I'm sure many of you know a little bit about this collaboration already. We've been, last night Reese and I were just kind of putting the finishing touches on the website and just getting everything ready for Monday's formal announcement. And we were just looking at how long ago we started this project. It's over 2 years in the making.
I saw some comments on the Instagram, the post saying I've been waiting for this for 6 months or a year. It's like even people, even customers are waiting for so long. It's incredible how long it has taken. It's
going to be a big relief, It's like once it's out, and it's just a couple of days. And I'm very excited to put this one out there, to see this one through all the way. It started on the live stream. The live stream is what caused this to happen. And so for all you JoJo fans out there, or future JoJo fans, we hope that you enjoy this one, because we had a lot of fun making it. We had a lot of stress making it, and we cannot wait for you guys to have it. So we're going to tune in. We're going to check in with the chat, see how everybody's doing, see where everybody's tuning in from. Then we're going to answer your questions. We're going to show off the JoJo collection. We'll talk about some other stuff probably. Lord knows you're going to get me on some kind of rant today. Who knows what it's going to be about?
Who knows?
And then we have a spicy snack for snack time today. So
it's a new spicy snack.
It's a new spicy snack. All right, let's check in with the chat. Brave Program writes, please, JoJo. Well, you got it. JoJo's on its way. Alex Sherrill, how about making an alternative to the Camel Slub jean that's not so difficult or time consuming? I guess the term would be to break in. The color and fabric looks amazing. It's in my cart now. I suppose the alternative to the current Camel Slub, because it is quite rigid, would be like a Slub stretch selvage version of that, which is entirely possible. And we've also never done a non-indigo version of the Slub stretch selvage. So you get the texture, but you don't have to really worry about the break-in time. For the stretch lovers, we've got you covered, and the Camel Slub has you covered for the cotton lovers, the 100% cotton lovers.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
I didn't even think about the fact that we've never done non-indigo.
Yeah.
We didn't even do black. Huh?
I don't think so. Yeah. Okay, see? This is why you tune in to the live stream, because you guys can make things happen on our end. Sometimes it's just a little spark of an idea, and it can make something happen. So I'm writing that one down, because that is a good idea. Camel, Slub, stretch, selvage. It's going to happen. All right. Cheddar Buttersworth. Hello from Vancouver in my unbranded brand jeans who are almost ready to wash. Well, all right. Give them a good wash. If you guys, here's just a little, I just want to give you guys a little, Blue Owl. If you're not following them, you should, because the Blue Owl Workshop, they're great people, and they carry the best jeans, including Naked and Famous Denim and Unbranded. And, we didn't have a formal release date set for these, but we were just kind of shipping them to customers. And Blue Owl has the new 18-ounce Neppy Unbranded available already on the website. You can get them today. So we don't have them on the Unbranded website yet, but Blue Owl's got them first. We've just been so busy preparing for JoJo and all the other fall-winter stuff that we didn't prepare the Unbranded release just yet. So anyways, if you want them early, you can get them. I mean, it's not even early because they're out, but this beautiful, like, snowy indigo denim, 18 ounces, great for the fall. Great option. So head over to Blue Owl. You can get them now. Enjoy. If you're looking for a Neppy denim option, you can't go wrong. And the Unbranded brand is a great, great price point. I don't remember offhand what these are, but they're probably under $125.
I think it was 139.
Maybe 139.
I don't know. It is heavyweight and it is Neppy, so it's still pretty good price.
Right. Regardless, it'll be a good value. We promise you. We promise you. Okay. Back to the chat. Johnny Crumhorn is in the house. Good to see you, my man. BD Elephants on the way. Okayama on the way out to Tate and Yoko. All good in Pantslandia, Ontario. That's a nice place to be. Yeah.
Is that where you're from?
I think we're fellow Pantslandians. I think we all are fellow Pantslandians. Remember last week that was a different live stream. We were talking about making our own. No, Denim Land. We wanted to make our own denim country.
Yeah. Was that last week or 2 weeks ago?
Don't remember, but Pantslandia sounds like the capital city.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with it. All right, guys.
Is it in Ontario?
We can take out a good chunk of northern Ontario right next to the Hudson's Bay. They won't bother us. And I think we can build a nice life for ourselves out there. It's going to be pretty cold, though. So get ready for the winter, boys. All right. Let's what else is going on here? We got Pierre Moreau. Good to see you in the chat. Finally, the JoJo day has come. It has. Invis Ian's DC is in the house in Rice W5. Hello from Birmingham, UK. Good to see some familiar faces in the chat. Gary Rainey Jr. Yay, it's good to see you. It's good to see you too, my friend. James and Keating, the Fits, very nice twins. Yes. Telling you guys. Couples that dress together, stay together. Somebody the other day mentioned in a comment that they didn't realize that we were married or that we were a couple. I suppose we don't advertise it that much, but I thought it was presumed. If you are finding out for the first time right now that we are, in fact, a married couple.
I mean, we clearly live stream from home.
Yes.
This is not an office.
It's a home office. It's a home office.
But I could literally just be coming to your home every day or you to my home every day. Definitely possible.
But if you are finding out, let us know. I'd like to know if this is your first time realizing that. Marius Visser, a new face in the chat in Germany and an easy guy. Well, welcome.
Nice.
Welcome. Green Tea Kid Cat writes, could be roommates, I suppose.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're a little too old to have roommates, but sure.
Maybe. Yeah. Risa needs a bigger ring, Peanuts writes. Oh, I'm in trouble.
Bigger ring.
I'm in trouble.
Why wouldn't he need a bigger ring?
Because I'm a man. I can't. I'm not. I need to be a professional athlete to have a big ring.
No.
Yeah, you have to be a big guy, and you have to win. Or I don't want to be that though. That's not a That's not a thing I want to be. I'd rather be a pro athlete.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better.
That's way better.
I think it pays better too.
I think so. Yeah, there you go. So, yeah, I'm not a big ring guy myself. Risa, we'll get you a big ring.
I'm not a big ring person. I just wear my band.
Yeah.
It's big enough.
I guess so.
I wear it on my right finger also.
Yeah.
You don't.
Well, I wear it here just because when we bought them, I was like, oh no, let's get it a little bit bigger because, you know, I don't know. And
it's better.
Yeah, and then it just falls off. Mm-hmm. So I'd rather not lose it, but I wear it. Yeah. I was wearing it here the other day just for a couple days, and I was just kept...
Yeah, mine's getting loose too.
Yeah.
Not good.
Right. So anyways. Pierre Moreau, his wife, wants a salvage tote bag. Help. We're trying to help.
Yeah, that's also a long term.
You know,
project.
Brandon is on Instagram these days. Send him a little message. Send him a little reminder that he's on that project.
Yeah, now he can be bugged.
Yeah, you can bug him a little bit. If you want things to happen, of course you can always ask me in the live stream, but you can go right to the source. Send him that message. Where is my tote bag? And keep bugging him. Nicholas Brandon writes, banner jackets? Yeah, I think I abandoned that project a long time ago.
Well, it seems that our factory abandoned the project too, I feel.
Yeah, it's a little bit of A and B.
I mean, it's probably very annoying for them also, so it's like, you know, it just gets pushed to the...
Yeah, we'll...
And I think they completely forgot about it.
Yeah, I'll reconsider it. Green Tea Kit Kat writes, no, I thought the banner jackets were going to be so cool. They were going to be so cool. Yeah. It's... I
mean, who knows? We can always bring it back.
Right.
We have the samples.
We have the samples.
Yeah.
Okay. Rahul Singh writes, hi from India. I just received my first Naked Famous pair, Katechu Salvage. Had ordered them from Blue Owl to my relatives in Texas, and they brought it to India today. Looking forward to breaking them in. Well, that is a great choice, and those jeans made a very, very long journey. We hope that you get to enjoy them. And welcome to the chat. It's a new face we're seeing here. MRV writes, Elephant 11S tips for comfort. Now, I would say that a 20-ounce denim is never going to be your comfort pair. Right? Wait, Rahul Singh, my man, subscribe to the channel. Well, thank you very much for becoming a subscriber. Now, the elephants, 20 ounces. If you're above 15 ounces, especially if you're in the 20-ounce range, I think, you know, the idea of like these are going to be my most comfortable pair. Hopefully, that's not what you're asking. I don't think that's what you're asking. But for those people who might be wondering, that's never going to happen. Right? They're going to be a durable, hefty pair of jeans. And, you know, if you want them to be more comfortable, make sure that they're not particularly tight. I think that's the first thing. If they're tight, they're going to be more uncomfortable than not. But some people like tight jeans. If you're comfortable with that, then you're comfortable with that. Washing them regularly will help soften up the fabric. The
Get
more...
that starch out.
Yeah. And that would be the other thing. Wearing them tough, wearing them hard to, you know, make the fabric a little bit more malleable. Washing them, it removes the starch. It makes the fabric a little bit softer. The more you wash and wear, the more softer they'll become. And yeah, make sure that they are sized comfortably and you'll get more comfort out of them. But yeah, if it's not... Sometimes, you know, if you want a comfort denim, go get a Slub Stretch Salvage. You'll be so comfortable in those jeans. And they still have like that hardcore look. So and they, of course, they were going to fade beautifully. So maybe, you know, on days that you want to be comfortable, you got a Slub Stretch Salvage to wear. On days that, you know, you can... It's not to say that like it's torture to wear the elephants, right? It's just
like if you want to wear elephants, like 20 ounce level fabric, you want to just, you know, fade a heavyweight fabric, but you don't want to go full full, you know, hardcore, that's what the S is for.
Yeah, take a break. Yeah, the S in the elephant, the stretch versions are there for a little bit of relief. But
just to make, you know, the sitting down or, you know, walking part a little easier.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Anthony writes, got my Elephant 12s, my first ever pair of 100%, I think you mean 100% cotton, and they are awesome. Ordered the Camels today. Can't wait. I've had a couple stretch. Mm-hmm. So you've had your stretch options. Now you go into the 100% cotton options.
Mm-hmm.
You know, especially when you get that elephant denim for the first time. If you've never like experienced the 20-ounce denim, you take it out of the package. You have this hefty, just beast of a jean. It's very impressive.
Yeah,
I remember those feelings. Enjoy the jeans. The Camel Slubs are a great option as well, and that you've got a many fall months ahead of you to enjoy them. I think they're going to be fine. Like, the weight maybe is not the greatest for the summer. Like, you could wear them. I've worn heavier jeans in the summertime, but the color is going to really go well with like fall winter wardrobe. I really like that color for the season.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Low key Breadhead writes, you guys are matching. Kawaii. You got it. We love to match.
Yeah.
We do love to match.
We tend to also like the same things. This shirt, for example, you know, we just both liked it.
We do love this shirt.
Yeah.
So yeah. If you should match with your significant others too.
And we make that easy at Naked and Famous because we use the same fabric for men's and women's collection.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to match.
You might feel weird, just saying. You know, some people look at like matchy couples and they're like, "What's going on?" Just do it. Just do it. Enjoy it. I love it. You know, we do dress alike very often when we're out. We're very clearly a couple when we're out. I remember. It must have been like 10 years ago now. I don't remember when the first time I went to Korea. It was maybe like 2011, 2012, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And Brandon and I were just shocked by the amount of people who were in like couple matching outfits from head to toe.
Korea is like Tokyo Disneyland every day.
Right.
Because in Tokyo Disneyland, everybody dresses the same. Like they have matching outfit. It's
everybody.
Yeah,
like if you're a group of high school kids,
friends or couple, like they all wear matching clothes. I don't know why it's like that, but it's just always the case.
You'll see like a group of even like high school boys, or like 8 of them, and they're all head to toe, exact same outfit. They got the same goofy hat on.
I think it's just like maybe kind of like this, you know, group activity, and just like, oh, it's like a tour group. Like we all wear the same hat or whatever. Anyways, I like my first impression of South Korea was like, this is like Disneyland. Yeah. Like, why is everybody?
Yeah. It was pretty impressive, and I was like, I liked it. I'm like, this is cool. I like it. And so, anyways, now I live that life, and even like we have matching Yucatan boots. Mm-hmm. Obviously, we've got a lot of matching jeans. So yeah. Anyways, if you've never given it a try, you think it's a little off, just give it a shot.
Yeah.
Give it a shot.
You don't have to do head to toe.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be like perfectly exact. Like, these are different shirts.
Yeah.
They're similar shirts.
Well, this looks exactly the same, but it's like, you know, if you wanted to like match just the color, you know, or like, you know, maybe you wear a blue top and your, you know, partner wears like a blue bottom.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't
play with it. Yeah. You might find that it's something you will enjoy together. I certainly do. Riley O'Brien writes, this may have been answered, but will there be a stretch edition of the Elephant 12? It is not planned. It is not planned. Yeah, the stretch editions, we have to reevaluate them a little bit. Mm-hmm. Like they sold okay. It's just that the production amount required for us to do it is quite high. So maybe we have to see a little bit more interest in it, and you know,
Yeah.
We'll pause for a minute. If we see that there's a lot, I've noticed that there are people asking this question, but if we see a lot more people asking, if we're getting the emails and all that stuff, sometimes it's like, the chat is obviously the most vocal, but the people who send the emails are often like the least vocal people, and if we're getting a lot of emails, then it's, now maybe I'm just giving it away. It's like, oh, you better send them an email. Which is fine. Hack the system, whatever it is, to get you what you want. But
I mean, that's what they're here for.
Yeah.
Live stream, we spill all the secrets.
That's it. You guys learn everything about us. So we will see. And it's not to say that it'll never happen again. It's just not happening for the 12.
Right.
Yeah. BD writes, oh yeah, my wife got a 2011 Naked Famous cardigan off of Poshmark, a gray one with a black nep. Great to find these things after so much time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the old school Naked Famous denim cardigans. That was back in 2011. The hipster was still a thing, and all hipsters wore cardigans. I remember even back when I was 2008, 2010 days, like a diesel, I was really adopting that look. I wore a lot of cardigans. Brandon wore a lot of cardigans. We're like, yeah, cardigans. Let's go.
To be fair, Brandon still wears a lot of cardigans.
Yeah, he loves a good cardigan. But they were so mainstream. Everyone wore cardigans. I'm kind of awaiting, we're in this, in the fashion, scene. There's a lot of, Y2K, 1999, style. The next wave is going to be the hipster. And this, to me, this is the fastest wave turnaround. Because after that, there was nothing. Well, not really. It was Zane robe pants, right? It went from that to the sporty guy, right? Like Adidas, what were those sneakers? There was a very NMD, I think it was. And the Nike Roshi runs, those just dominated with an elastic bottom sweatpants. Everyone was wearing sportswear.
But it's that also really made the athleisure thing happen too. Everybody was just dressed like they're going to the gym all the time. Yeah. And we kind of still also live in that. Yeah, we at one point it was just gonna catch up to.
Right, catch up to modern day. I feel there's no current mega wave. Right? There's nothing that really defines the current era other than, there's nothing that is really special about this one other than looking back. Right? Yeah. It's a looking back era. And once this wave is over, because the cycle is getting smaller and smaller, I don't know what's going to happen. Where are we going to go from there? Are we just going to reset? Are we going back to 1800s? We're going to wear pantaloons and t-shirts are just underwear?
Yeah. I mean, we could, though, I can see us going back to, the 60s. People just get tired of, it's just being a little it's not gonna go back to really old school days where people have to wear, men had to wear suits and women had to wear corsets and whatnot, but it's I can see that it goes back to a little bit more dressed up, a little bit more let's pay attention to this. Let's
or giant collars on the shirts. That never came back, right? And you look at some of those old movies from the 70s, and the men, especially sometimes you get these really strong actors and they're wearing these shirts with these giant collars. I'm it's a little off-putting, but you make it look really cool, because you're so cool, But I don't think we'll ever get that again. Vance Edwards writes, hard to match when you've been single your entire life. Oh, you know what? You just got to find that special person who wants to match with you. That's it. Just put it out there. They're out there. Couple things.
Match with your friends sometimes.
That's it.
It's not, it's not just for couples.
That's true. Yeah, that is, it's kind of funny because sometimes when I mean, when you're younger, it's easier because, when you're a younger guy, you got more time to go around and hang out with your friends and things like that. But because my friends we all worked together and we all had a very similar fashion sense, like anytime we would go outside of work, it was all like, we don't call each other, but we're dressed the same. I mean,
yeah. It is really like a uniform that like kind of tells the world that you belong
to this group.
Yeah, the same like category of people.
Right.
So, yeah.
Low-key bread head 808. No, guys can't match with each other. They can. I mean, to be fair, you can. Yeah. A bunch of guys in raw jeans and boots and leather jackets. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, and they were like, they might not call it matching, but they are matching. Yeah. Like,
if we all did a hangout, we're all gonna look. Yeah. We're all gonna have our denim outfits on. It's cool.
Yeah, most of us are gonna match.
Yeah, no problem. Chin Yip So, hello from New York City. He knows what I'm talking about. He's been to one of our denim events in New York. But yeah, we're all gonna match. We're all gonna look really cool. So match, everybody. Okay. Snuff Spoon, with the popularity of TikTok and how fast new information gets around, the trend cycles move so fast, it's kind of fun. That is definitely true. Right? Because things seem to get more boring faster because you see it more.
Yeah. But it's also...
And you learn about it way faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of like, it kind of stays like the micro trend level because it moves so fast and, like you're not... Like if you're late to the party, you might as well not participate in it. So I feel like it's just like some trends just happens. And then by the time you realize it's a trend, like it's already like going away, and it's like, no, I'm not gonna get into that now.
Right. But back in the day, it used to be like if you weren't in that social circle that was maybe a little bit more forward in terms of trend setting, you only learned about it by the time that somebody else figured it out, and now it's at the mall. Like if you weren't. I'm just maybe from my Toronto experience, like if you weren't like, downtown Toronto, Queen Street, I would say that Toronto, Queen Street for the longest time was like, that's where, when I was growing up, it was a lot of independent shops, like the cool shops were all there. Now it's all like, not all, but it's mostly like corporate stores there. But it was very like independent store land, and like that's what set the trend. So if, bomber jackets were the thing, then, eventually it would spread out. But, if you lived in the suburbs away from downtown and like you weren't there all the time, you were finding out about this because like the mall chain store finally got on it. And by the time that happened, like the first wave of people probably are on to something else. And like you may not have even realized that you're like on the third wave of this, right?
Yeah, I think that's the difference. Like now people do realize that way quicker that like, oh no, actually the cool kids are not doing that anymore.
Yeah.
So like, I'm not going to invest my money into this.
Right. You could be in the cool kid crowd by just following someone on Instagram and knowing exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
Whereas before you just, like, if you weren't there, you weren't in that scene or whatever it was, like, how are you supposed to know about this stuff?
Yeah. And it's also, like, it takes time for people's brains to be like, oh, I can pull this off. So it's just, like, before that happens, like, if things change, like, you're never gonna, like, how, like, even, like, skinny jeans or whatever, like, a lot of people were, like, for a long time, it's like, no, I can't wear skinny jeans.
Yeah.
That's weird. And then, like, over the years, like, people just, like, came,
Oh, boy, did they come around. I remember this must have been, like, 2004, 2005. I was working at Holt Renfrew in Toronto, and we got the first batch of Cheap Monday jeans. And this was very interesting because, in our denim department, I think the least expensive jeans in there were maybe like $220.
Back then.
Yeah. $220 was the least expensive pair of jeans in the department. And we got these jeans, and they were like $80 or something like that. And we were all like, oh my God, like a premium jean for $80. And then like, you know, we're unpacking them from the tray and we're looking at them and we're like, what are these? And like, just pin leg. And
it wasn't a premium jeans.
Well, like that's another topic. But like the fact that it was in our store to us meant that this
I see.
had to be something premium. Maybe, anyways, whatever. I don't want to disparage them, but we had them, and I remember putting them on, and like being my coworkers, we all put them on, and we were like, ick, awful. These are the worst things I've ever seen. We just couldn't get around the idea of having a jean that was so tight around the ankle, and we're like, nobody's gonna buy these. And we were right, because nobody bought them. They were very ahead. You know, I don't know what they came from. Where? Sweden or something like that. Like they might have been doing it over there at that time, but we had no idea what they were doing over there at that time. And you know, the thing is, the buyers, they're going all around the world, and they're traveling, and they're probably at a trade show, and everybody's wearing skinny jeans at the trade show because everybody's a little bit ahead over at the trade show. And they're like, all right, we got to bring it in. So they brought it in. And, like, the people were not ready for it. And it wasn't for a couple of years later until guys started getting a little bit slimmer, a little bit slimmer, a little bit slimmer. And then, you know, we used to have these guys who would be like, and I'm sure if you're old enough, you might remember, you know, you'd get the bootcut guys with the Nike Shox. Remember that look? And I hated the Nike Shox. I really hated that sneaker. It was just such an ugly, clunky sneaker. And, like, the bootcut, like, kind of flared jean with a shock just looked awful. And it went from that guy to him still wearing the shocks, but with a jean that was so tight around the ankle. And I'm like, wow. Yeah. That didn't take long. But yeah, I vividly remember that progression.
Yeah. But it's like, I also kind of feel like we're living the opposite. Like, it took so long for us to come out of that, like, skinny jeans phase, too. Right. And now, I mean, not that we're out, but, like, it's starting to be more like, oh, loose fitting, straight leg. It's...
Right. And now the whole, like, now it's like the whole spectrum is acceptable again. Right? I would say that... That's true. Right? That's where we're at. Where it was, like, skinny slim... And, like, you know, the word relaxed was a taboo word at, like, a trade show. If, like, you said relaxed, you're like, no. We don't want anything relaxed. And now it's like, you know, what's your widest fit?
Yeah.
So...
But, yeah, like, that's true, because skinny's not out. Like, people are still wearing them. And cool people are still wearing them.
Yes.
Like, it's...
Right. If you're a slim build, like, if you're 5'8" and, like, 135 pounds, you're a slim build. And, like, you can wear baggy jeans, but you can also wear slim jeans and not look weird in them, right? So, it's not gone. It's just we've expanded. Arif, our good friend here from Chicago, my new Sumi Ink True guys are so cool, right? So, we're getting in on the on the straight legs. I wear my True guys. I enjoy them. I've been wearing wider leg for a long time. Like, ever since we made Strong Guy... Well, ever since we made Easy Guy, I got into Easy Guy, and then I would just cut them really short so that it would widen the leg opening. And then we made Strong Guy, and you know, I wear Weird Guy here and there, but like I've been in probably the last, I don't know when Easy Guy came out, but since then I've been wearing wider. But yeah, I was wearing Super Guy and Skinny Guy when I first started.
But, like, ever since we made the classic for wider leg, like, I've just been wearing classic in the warmer months. Yeah. And in the winter time, I would, like, wear something slimmer because Canadian winter. Right. Can't let any air in. Right.
But trap that air in.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just like I can't like, and every winter I would go back to a little bit of a skinny, but like I don't think I have worn my skinnies in like, I don't know, like
it's been a while.
2 years, 3 years maybe.
Okay. Cathedral Ring writes, that's where I am. So don't cut the super guy. It's my slim fit. Yeah, we're never cutting super guy. Super guy is an essential fit, and that's it. Rig writes, is super guy considered truly skinny? I think so. I mean, it's not a man legging.
It's not skinny. I think. I think it's still slim. Like, to me, skinny is like skin tight. Like,
yeah,
that's the.
I suppose it like the there's room for definition in there. It also depends on your build. Like you have to be a pretty for you. I've seen thicker guys get into super guy because they want them to be skinny. They want them to be tight. And then I've seen really slim guys wear them and like they just fit them normally.
Yeah.
So
like different body types, it's gonna look different. It's like easy guy, if you have a really like athletic big legs, big thighs, like easy guy is your skinny jeans.
Right. Snuff Spoon writes, is there a fit you guys would cut out? I mean, I don't think so. Like, we're not at the point where like the number and amount of fits that we have are overwhelming us. Stacked guy.
Stacked guy.
I think stacked guy's already cut.
I mean, we still, even today, we still have some skinny fit, like skinny, not super guy, but skinny guy.
There's still a little bit of skinny guy. We don't restock it.
Yeah, we're kind of pushing. I mean, we've been pushing skinny guy out for a long time. I think we've been doing that with stacked guy too. But
right. Yeah. Like,
I think those two are the weakest right now.
Right. Like, yeah, anything skinny guy, it's just old stock. It's just been around for a while. It's like, it's all like 28s and 29s and like the odd, 38 maybe. But yeah, it's, if you are, like, let's put it to you this way. If you are a super guy and you are a 28 and you see like the dirty fade skinny guy, just buy the dirty fade skinny guy. Like the fit difference is so like small that you won't actually notice the difference. It was actually a very hard thing to explain to a lot of people because we had skinny guy, and when skinny guy was around, people would tell us, well, they're not skinny enough. They're not skinny enough. We want a real skinny jean, and we're like, they're pretty skinny, but okay. Like,
but it's all about the leg opening.
Right. So the skinny guy's leg opening was like a 7-inch, if I remember correctly. Like the same leg opening as weird guy. So it was slim and straight, whereas like weird guy is tapered, like and like a gradual taper. And so we're like, okay, well, we'll just make the skinny guy's leg opening from the knee down like an inch smaller, basically. So from the top block up, it was the same fit, and then from the knee down, it tapered slightly. And considering the length of the jean at like 33, 34 inches, I remember like 30 skinny guy at one point, all of our inseams were 36, and I'm going to get into it because somebody's going to make a 36 inseam comment. And like by the time you hemmed a super guy, it ended up looking like a skinny guy anyways. Or like you were wearing them stacked up because that was really popular. I'm like, and if you're wearing them stacked, you don't notice the difference. And anyways, no matter how much explaining I did, it really made no difference.
And there were people for a while that were like, the tightest, smallest leg opening is the best.
Yeah.
There were like ideas like that, which was
a
bad idea.
There were so many people altering weird guys to have these tight leg openings.
Yeah.
And like,
but like they're gonna have a hard time. Like I remember like when we're like making a new fit for women's, my colleague back then, she was like, no, we need to have the leg opening like really tight. It just, if it's like
around your ankle. I'm like,
yeah.
Well, how do you
and
get
it's
your
like,
foot through?
Okay. And then we made a sample, like whatever you want to do, leg opening will go.
Yeah.
And then made a jeans, and she couldn't get her like feet through.
Yeah.
And it's like, yes, this is what happens. It's like if you're working with stretchy fabric, of course you can get it to fit on your ankle, because it expands out as you put your foot in. But
it's 100% cotton is not the same.
Yeah. So I mean, but there were times where it's like I'm gonna get it as small as I can fit my foot through.
Yeah. It was a thing.
Yeah.
Or like I talked to like some tailor friends I know, and people would send them our jeans to get altered. All right, because like tapering your weird guy, for some reason it was a very, I think it was like as popular it was. I mean, it was mostly just like a forum thing. People were like, oh, the weird guys are perfect, but I'm just gonna get them tapered a little bit. Oh, where should I get my weird guys tapered? And everyone's like, oh, who's the best place to send my weird guys to get tapered? So this was a thing. And, like, I know the guys who are doing it, and they're like, man, like, I don't know what it is with, like, guys wanting to taper these things, and, like, their requests, but, like, they're ridiculous. Yeah. Like, he's like, I will taper them to, like, what they say, and, like, I'll tell them, like, this is not a good idea. And they're like, no, that's what I want. I want, like, a 5.5-inch leg opening. And he's like, okay. And he does it, and, like, you'll get the email, like, the day, like you send the jeans out, and like 3 days later you get the email where it's like, I can't put my foot through this, and he's like, yeah, that's what I warned you about. Like, what do you want to do here? You want to send them back and have me do what? Like, there's nothing more I can do. I've already cut the fabric.
Right.
Like, it's over. So I'm glad that we're over that.
Yes.
And people are just maybe embracing that jeans don't have to fit. I've always said it, but jeans don't have to fit like a suit. Right? Jeans can be worn casually, loose, ripped, torn, worn. That's the beauty of jeans. Yeah. And like people who are like absolutely fixated on, oh, my knee measurement needs to be exactly 8 1/4, and the rise needs to be 7/8 of an inch. Whatever it is. That was a stupid 7 inch, whatever. I'm making up some measurement. I'm steel manning this person real hard, by the way. Is that the term?
I don't know.
What's the other one? Straw manning. I'm straw manning this person. There are those out there who are very like, I need it to be exactly. I'm like, you don't. Like, if it's 1/2 inch more or 1/4 inch less, it's gonna be the same experience. You're not gonna feel that. Like, there's no world where a jean that is 31 and 31.75 inches in width isn't going to fit you, but a 32 is. Right? That 1/4 inch will make no difference. Right? It's not to the point where, like, oh, I can absolutely not wear these, to like, oh, these are comfortable. No, they're going to be equally uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So
maybe slightly less.
Right.
It is true. It's like, it's not like, as much as we, like, the only way we can compare it is the measurements. So we do preach everybody to take the measurement and, be use that number, like, be logical with it. But at the same time, it is not just a number. Like, it's not just the math. Right. Just because it's, like, the number is correct, like, are you gonna feel number is the same? You're not gonna feel exactly the same in the jeans. Like, there are other factors to how you feel wearing a jeans. It's not just the measurement. So it's like, I'm criticizing in the sense that, like, somebody's gonna say that these jeans feel totally like they're just wrong for me because of a slight variance here and there. And it's like that's not the case.
That's not the case. It's like the whole thing doesn't fit, right?
And maybe you're just very uncomfortable in your 15-ounce jeans,
right?
Or there's stuff like that,
right? So, yeah, use your size. Obviously use the measurements to get the right size. But if you feel like you're married to this, particular leg opening or knee opening or thigh, like, you're like, oh no, if it's not this. If it's like a 1/2 inch bigger, oh, it's totally unwearable. Like, like, it's those kinds of ideas. Like, like somebody who will say to me, well, I'll never wear a jean that has, a rise over 13 inches. I'm like, well, what about like 12.75? Is that not wearable for you? Oh no, that would be fine. Like, that would, to me, that's like an insane, like, kind of proposition. Like I'm not saying proposition, but like a stance. Like, it's such a small measurement difference. It's not going to be noticeable on the fit. Like, or even like, my leg opening needs to be 7.25. I'm like, what? So 7.5 is going to be too big for you, or 7 is going to be too small? Like, these are very small measurements that are not going to be noticeable when you're wearing the garment.
It's also like a lot of people have this like notion that you must get the smallest size you can fit in.
Yeah, no.
And I'm like, no, that's just such a gamble. Like, that is such, like, you're like just really on the edge, because if you screw up just by a little bit, you're out. Yeah. Whereas, like, if you aim for, like, safe zone, you got room. You got room to, like, wash and put it in the dryer, and you don't have to worry about it. And this is where you want to be, not, like, right here.
And you have room for a nice Thanksgiving dinner. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, come on. Have some room. Do not go for the smallest size possible. Definitely size for comfort. I see a good friend in the chat, Evan Papageorge, Papa Giorgio, former Naked and Famous Denim employee. I think he was the 4th employee.
All right.
Yeah, the 4th employee. I
wonder how many I am. It's hard.
It's hard to say. But he was the 4th fellow. He's my brother from another mother. Absolutely. And,
very talented musician.
Yeah, that's it. We love you too, Evan. Evan, question: how does the newer denim jacket fit again? I want to snag a slubby Camel. Compared to your days, it's a lot wider. In the early days of Naked and Famous Denim, I would say that out of any product that we've ever had, the denim jacket has seen the most revisions. It went from a very trim denim jacket with, I think they had 2 more buttons than they have now, to a boxier, wider fit
with side pockets.
With pockets. The early denim jackets did not have pockets at all. They were very true vintage inspired. No pockets on the side, and I was very against them. I'm like, no pockets. I want.
No, but like, I can see, like, because the pockets, like,
what
pockets.
We're
seeing was like pockets, and it just looks out of place.
I don't like them.
But we figured out a way to make it streamlined, very subtle.
It's hidden in the seam, so you can't see it. I think it's a pretty unique design, and then we also have inside pockets as well. It did jack up the price of the jackets a little bit, but now you have pockets, so I guess it's okay.
You're not gonna have so many denim jackets in your life,
right?
Unless you're Bezad. So
that's true.
Yeah.
So I think they're a really good fit. Today they're made for layering. They do go to the waist, so they're not like a maybe a modern denim jacket that's a little bit longer. I find that current era denim jackets are a little long. I like coats, unless they're like long coats, I like my jackets to go to about my waist. And so
especially our rises are going up. So
right. It really goes with the jeans very well. So yeah. There you go. you know where to get one. Evan writes, thanks for the info on the jacket. It's gonna go with a small if it's big, if it's a big boxier. I think you should go with a medium. I wear a medium. We're a similar build. I think you should go with a medium. BD, I remember seeing Ketch Soaker from Old Crow Medicine Show with a Naked and Famous jean jacket that seemed to have like 10 buttons. A classic. Yeah, the original ones had too many buttons.
Yes.
I
there wasn't that many space in between. Right. That looked weird.
It did, and the thing was I had some like old jacket references, and like that's how many buttons there were, and like I wore those jackets, so I'm like, this is my favorite denim jacket, and it had this many buttons, so it didn't feel weird. And then I don't know, over time I'm just like, there's too many buttons here. Maybe that's why there are. Anyways, whatever. We adopted a new method. Okay. John Tilson, just now starting to cool off. I can start wearing my Elephant X jeans again. Yeah, I would say that yesterday here in Japan was maybe the first day that we felt that it wasn't like death heat. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, last night, for the first time in a very long time, I was like, oh, I need a blanket over me.
Yeah, it's been very hot out here. But yeah, I'm
it's an exciting season. Yeah, I like it.
I'm looking forward to the regular temperatures. Juan Puedo, you guys should bring back a classic jacket line. Oh, like without the pockets? I don't think so.
I don't think anybody wants it.
No.
So much.
Speaking of jackets, I don't know if I put them up on Tate and Yoko yet, but yesterday I saw that the New York store, hold on, let's go over to New York, the concrete jungle where dreams are made of. Camel jacket, green cast, lined denim jacket in the solid black selvage. So we have the solid black with the beautiful blanket lining on the inside. Yeah, I just put it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
That schedule was supposed to be next week.
Oh, all right. Well, I must have forgot about that. Anyways, I saw they had the inventory, so I just put it up. So if you want to get them, you can get this jacket right now at Naked Famous Denim NYC. I suppose Tate and Yoko will do it. We'll do it on next Friday or something. Mm-hmm. We didn't. Something. Yeah, or something. It'll come.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't shoot any Instagram content for it, so it's just kind of a silent release. But you can get that one now if you're interested in a new black denim jacket. This one's really neat. I would say that because of the lining, there is no inside pockets. You do lose the inside pockets on this guy, but that
you gain the warmth.
You gain the beautiful warmth and that nice blanket lining on the inside. Yeah. There is a left-hand twill version of this jacket coming soon.
That one has like a yellow and blue stripes, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Too.
It if you're looking for an indigo version, hold out for the left-hand twill. I'm gonna do like a blanket line jacket basically every season. Like I'm planning for fall 24 using the natural indigo. So if you want to wait for that, you can.
It's a year away.
It's a year away. Chun Yipso writes, can you add pockets to the kimono shirts? It's not a bad idea, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because
it's more
like of a jacket.
Too, yeah.
Rig writes, my Hyper Flex are more comfortable than some sweats. We renamed that jean to the Flex. Selvage. So the Flex. There were some
shenanigans.
Yeah, there were some shenanigans with the name. Are those ever coming back? I know there was some issue with the naming for those. Yeah, there was a little bit of, as you mentioned, there's a little bit of an issue with the naming on those. Anyhow, the Flex denim was later replaced with the Comfort. The blue comfort.
I mean, I would argue that they're not
really the same. The Flex was a lighter weight.
Yeah.
Very, very stretchy. Although the blue comfort to me, the blue comfort is more of a denim feeling fabric. It feels more like jeans, and it has the same kind of stretch performance.
Yes. Yeah. But Flex was selvage, right?
No, I don't think the Flex was selvage.
What was that? That was very stretchy. That was also selvage. I don't remember. There was one like that.
Yeah, I don't remember offhand. But anyhow,
and they look very different. The weight is different. Like I think there's room for like that. But I think what we're planning on doing is that blue comfort will stay as staple. Yeah. We repeat that style, and then maybe every now and then we can throw in like a different kinds of very stretchy,
high performance stretch jean. Right. Low key Breadhead writes, I have the unlined version of the solid black. I love it. I live in Hawaii, so I can only wear it maybe 2 weeks out of the year. Yeah, you gotta wait for those cool evenings. Yeah.
But you're so lucky then.
Yeah, you do live in Hawaii. Yeah. A way you can enjoy it more is just cut off them sleeves. You got yourself a nice denim vest.
Or it's just, that's your travel jacket when you go to,
that too.
Regular places where
rig race, the Hyperflex, or the Flex, I gotta call it the Flex, not the Hyperflex. The Flex is selvage. Okay, so it was. That's the one. Okay. Nicholas Villapoo writes, with so many choices, what's your go-to most worn jean? My most worn jean is probably my left-hand Twills. Yeah, but my current go-to is my Dirty Fade True Guy. I wear these every day, every single day. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about Sero writes, can you speak on the JoJo collab?
I mean, I think... I saw that, maybe not right now, but I saw that we had more people in the live stream than usual. Maybe some of them were expecting us to be going over JoJo.
Right, so we're going to do that. And before we do that, everybody knows what to do right now. You're going to hit that like button. You're going to subscribe to the channel.
Make sure you're subscribed to this channel, even if you think that you are.
Right. So do all that stuff. We'll give you a second here. We're going to talk about JoJo, right? Meow. Okay. Let's get them all ready here.
So we have 6 styles, 6 fabrics, more styles. Each fabric will have 4 fits, so 24 items.
Yes.
We're going to split the delivery in half. So next weekend we will have 3 of the Joes.
Yeah.
And then the following weekend we're gonna have 3 other.
Yeah. So let's go in order of release date. So we're gonna start off. You're gonna defluff it a little bit. Our samples have a little bit of cat on them, as is normal. But don't worry, your production won't, because they don't come out of our home. Okay, so we've got all the pocket. First off, let's admire these beautiful pocket flashers. They're all, it's hard to show in the photos and everything, but they are, printed on this prismatic paper here. It gives you that old school,
sticker.
Old school sticker. But in Japan, I would collect these, and even Pokemon cards nowadays. But I would collect these Sailor Moon and these Street Fighter and Dragon Ball cards, and they all came on this crazy hollow foil paper, which I thought was really awesome. So we went with that style of design for these. And so the first releases are gonna be coming out on Friday, September 29th, and we're gonna be looking at the first 3 seasons of JoJo's. So we've got Jonathan Joestar, the OG, the patriarch. We've got Joseph Joestar, and we've got the big man himself, Jotaro Cujoh. So 3 fabrics coming to you first. Let's just put those flashes on so you can see how the product is going to look. We've got Jonathan here, dark indigo, 14-ounce Japanese selvage denim. As you can see, a flamey looking denim. So it's got a nice heft to it as well. It's got a great texture, and you can see there's a lot of emphasis on that verticality here. You can see it under certain lights a little bit better. But because he was the OG, we went with an OG style denim here, and you can see that beautiful veg tan leather patch. It's nice and thick here as well. That's going to age beautifully over time. You can oil it, or you can just let it age gracefully on its own, but it is going to be a beautiful leather patch over time. Red casted denim. I wanted something that kind of exemplified Hamon a little bit more. This is the pre-stand era. So
I like that you say Hamon with
Hamon
like a
power.
little bit of a.
And so, if you want something in the classic range, a dark indigo classic jean, here you go. And as far as details go, we kept it very clean on the back. On the front, you have the exposed coin pocket. We've got the purple selvage ID there. We pull these colors out from their outfits, their uniforms, so you can see just how flamey that denim is. The button features the Joestar button. You can see that there, the Joestar star. And then we have the dual branded logo right there. You can see that. And on the pocket bag, you've got Jonathan himself on the pocket bag. So
it's very stealthy.
Stealthy, subtle details. You can have a JoJo experience and appreciate all the subtle JoJo details for yourself. I wanted to keep this collection. You know, in the past we did like the back pocket embroideries and things like that, and I just felt like, you know, some people really liked it, and some people felt like, you know, this is hard for me to wear every day, and I wanted it to be. You know, and look, I'm sure that some people will be like, man, I wish you had like some kind of embroideries on here. But I figured, you know what? Let's move it to the button. That way you still have that detail, but it doesn't have to be so in your face all the time.
Yeah.
So,
and the patch is also, you know, I mean, it's not like in your face, but it's still, you know, it screams JoJo to me. So, yeah. It's also that we develop these nice fabrics. And that it's not really, we feel that it shouldn't really just, like, some people like the fabric and not really the property. So
yeah, it does open it up also to more people who may just like the fabric on its own, and they may be discovering JoJo for the first time through this collaboration. You know, I think that we're gonna welcome people in two ways. We're going to get JoJo fans who might be experiencing raw denim for the first time, and we might have raw denim fans who are going to experience JoJo for the first time. So it's a little bit of a two-way street here, and I'm just going to look up pricing for everybody. So the Jonathan Joestar jeans are going to be available on September the 29th. They're going to retail for $208. $208. And originally, these were all going to be just available on Super Weird and Easy Guy, but because the True Guy has been so popular, we were able to also add the True Guy option. So
because it took so long for us to release this,
right? So that's true. If we had released these, you know, back in the day when originally, then there may not have been a True Guy option, but there is some True Guy availability on these. They're going to be available exclusively at Tate and Yoko, Montreal, and Naked and Famous Denim NYC. So you've got two options there. I will say this: the New York store does not ship internationally. There were some just too many issues with international shipping, so we just pushed international shipping to Tate and Yoko. We're better equipped to handle it there. So if you are international, shop at Tate and Yoko. If you are domestic, New York is a good option for you. I'm also going to say that the traffic on the New York website doesn't even come close to the traffic that we get on Tate and Yoko. So if you are looking to get something,
and if you're in America, the chances are you
have a better chance of getting it if you shop the New York website.
Yeah.
So
this is a live stream
pro tip. You got it. Juan Puedo writes, to be honest, I never watched JoJo till I saw this collab. I knew of JoJo, right? But I never got into it until you guys got us into it as well. So that's the first release. That's going to be coming out. That's the 14-ounce, 100% cotton Slub selvage denim. Up next, we've got
Joestar.
Joestar.
So we kind of made this like the you know, the sun denim, the junior denim.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say junior, but it's the next generation version of this.
Yeah.
So it's this same flamey, this slubby denim, but with stretch.
Yeah.
And it's also like the color does look different here, but it does have the
similar construction.
Yeah, and it does have the same dye on it, so it is red cast, indigo, dark indigo denim. And yeah, again, this one has 2% stretch.
Yeah.
So it is a little bit more comfortable if you're not really like ready to do, you know,
the rigid thing.
Yeah.
The full rigid.
Yeah.
Then you've got 2% stretch for easier break-in.
Yeah. So it's also the weight is the same. Like everything else is the same. It just looks slightly different just because of the stretch. And you know, obviously we got the Joseph here. And the button is the same as the Jonathan.
Yeah.
The star.
The Joestar button.
Yeah. But the selvage ID here is green color.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then obviously the pocket. Inside pocket we have the Joseph with the
hammer.
Gigantic hammer.
Yeah. So you got it.
Yeah. So it's I think these two are just like the most, everyday, classic kind of jeans with a little bit of,
JoJo flair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Snuff Spoon asks, how do you shop the New York City website? It always redirects me to Tate and Yoko. That's because you're going to the wrong website. And we know that it's a little convoluted. We've got a lot of websites going. So let me show you how you do that. Let's head over to the browser window. Okay, let me just pull up that. So if you go here, so this is nakedandfamousdenim.com. So this is our home page, right? If you click Shop Now, that takes you to Tate and Yoko. Mm-hmm. What you want to do is click New York City Store, which will work in a second. It talks to you guys about the store, hemming services, and then shop for items at Naked and Famous Denim Store online. So now it'll take you to New York City. Or you go to Naked and Famous Denim NYC.com.
Yeah. Once you go there, you can just, bookmark it or something.
Yeah.
Because, it's kind of hidden. And that's why we have low traffic. And that's why it's a, secret spot if you're looking for something domestic.
Yeah. This website basically came to exist because during the Rona, all stores had to be closed, but that didn't mean you didn't have to pay rent. So we made an online store for the inventory that we had at New York. So it became something that we needed to do in order to exist as an existing organization, if we wanted to exist, that is. But yeah, we understand that it's like, well, there's a lot of different websites here.
I wonder if I can do something different on the front side just so that it's easier for people to find it.
Right.
Anyways, we'll think about it.
Yeah. Snuff Spoon, damn, LOL. Will shipping be faster for U.S. people shipping on New York City website? It's probably about the same. I mean,
it depends on where you are, but I think with like FedEx, like I think we just use the 2-day regardless. So once it leaves Montreal, it's very quick.
Yeah.
Whereas I think New York, do we do ground sometimes?
Yeah,
if you're in like on the West Coast, maybe it takes you longer.
Yeah, but it's just still, it's always just a couple days. It doesn't take that long to get anything.
It's hard to know.
Nick Carpenter in the house. Nick from Shot NYC checking in, wearing my Elephant 12s.
All right.
Good man, Nick. We appreciate you being here. We're big fans of Shot, as you guys know. We carry Shot at Tate and Yoko Montreal, and we're all big Shot owners as well.
Shot owners.
Yeah, we're big Shot owners. Yeah, no, we own a lot of Shot jackets. Between the crew, we own a lot of Shot jackets.
Yeah.
We're big proponents.
I mean, it's just the natural, jeans and leather jacket.
Yeah, right. And anyway, we'll talk about JoJo. Maybe we'll talk about Shot a little bit later. Right. But yeah. So let's get to the next release. So on Friday, September the 29th, we've got a triple release. We've got Jonathan Joestar, we've got Joseph Joestar, and we've got Jotaro Cujoh from Stardust Crusaders, the main man himself. This is a big one. I
think this is gonna be the most popular. What do you think?
I think it's gonna be the most popular for two reasons. Number one, I think Jotaro is
the most popular
Joe out there. And this fabric is one of our most coveted fabrics we've ever done. So we redid the Elephant 7 El Diablo with a gold selvage ID. So all black, slubby.
Very slubby.
We just thought
20 ounce?
Yeah, 20 ounce. We just thought that this fabric really matched Jotaro's presence. And so now you've got this shiny gold. It is actually more of a metallic gold. It might look a little matte here in the photos, but
it does pop in a very nice way.
Yeah. So this is the one. I think if you don't have a black jean already,
And you like heavyweight.
You like heavyweight.
This is, look at this patch.
Yeah, and that patch is super sick. Beautiful.
The button.
Yeah, all black. You've got the little hand symbol from his hat there on the button. So all the buttons are symbols from the characters themselves. They're they're iconic symbols.
Mm-hmm. And
then the pocket bag is amazing. Yeah. Let me just pull that out.
Starting with Jotaro, we have the stands.
Yeah, so as the stands came to be, we've got Jotaro and Star Platinum here, just looking amazing on these pocket bags. It's kind of hard to see. There we go. Hold on. Okay. Hopefully you can see that a little bit better. But yeah, you've got Jotaro, Star Platinum, looking badass. Great print quality here as well. Mm-hmm. So enjoy.
This one, I think if you want this one, you better be on time.
Yeah, and if you're in the States, try New York's website.
Yeah.
Definitely. And that beautiful prismatic pocket flasher here as well. So that's going to be round 1. Mm-hmm. Now let's go over the prices. I said that the Jonathan Joestars are going to be $208. I think the Joseph are the same. Let me double check. I should have had that already ready. My bad, everybody. So $218, so $10 more for the Joseph Joestar, and then Jotaro Cujoh is going to be coming in at $238. So you do get 25% more cotton, something like that.
Yeah, and I think everything is in between 208 and 238.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah. So within the Naked and Famous Denim price point, we really did try to keep the prices as as our normal prices as possible there. Mm-hmm. So there you have it. That's round 1. Then we're gonna give you a break, a 1-week break, and then we're gonna hit you with 3 more styles. First off, we've got Josuke Higashikata. Let's get that pocket flasher in there. There you see. Look at that pocket flash. The leather patch. I
think this is my favorite leather patch. It came out really nice.
And you've got that beautiful pocket flasher. The denim itself, designed to kind of match his school uniform. So it's in the series, it's a little bit more purple, but anyways, we interpreted that as a little bit more indigo. Mm-hmm. And it's an indigo by black denim. And I think, color-wise, like if you look at that and then look at the denim, I think it really came out right. So you've got an indigo warp, black weft. So you've got a beautiful contrasting undertone as this denim fades. It's super, super dark, uniform-like. We've got the kind of pink selvage ID here as well. You've got the sailor anchor there on the button, and then the pocket, not the pocket flasher, but the pocket itself. Here you go. So check that out. Full color. Looks super awesome. And there you have it. That's the next one.
And it's like whenever we do like midnight denim, we usually do it with tonal stitching.
Right.
So it's rare to see us doing this with contrast stitching. Yeah. And because it's such a dark denim, contrast, the stitching makes really it pops.
It also kind of just goes with his uniform, and these ones are coming in at $208. So I think that's a really good deal for this particular fabric. So there you have it. That's the Josuke denim coming out on Friday, October the 6th. So 1 week after next Friday, you're going to be able to get into that one. And then we've got Giorno, Giovanna. I always say Giovanna. I don't know why I say that time.
Because it rhymes.
I guess so. Giorno. Purple weft. So you've got this beautiful dark indigo warp denim. It's a little bit slubby. You can see like this kind of high concentration indigo areas versus the low concentration, and that purple really shines through on this denim. Like from far, it looks, more indigo-y. As you get closer to it, you'll notice that purple coming through quite nicely. That leather patch, I think, looks amazing.
I think this
very detailed.
I think this is the most JoJo-like denim, fabric-wise.
Yeah, right. Because, you know, if sometimes you think JoJo, you think a lot of bright colors and things like that. This is definitely the most, like, very JoJo. You know, if you want out there colors. The next one also is quite out there.
Yeah.
So
it's not so out there. It's just like out of all of this, if you're just looking at the fabric, I think this is the most like
poppy.
To me, I associate this one with JoJo the most.
Right. And then you've got that purple weft and gold. It may be hard to see, but a golden color selvage ID here to match his uniform. You've got the ladybug button. You can see it there. And then, hold on. I'm gonna pull up the price. You want to show the pocket bag?
Here we go. Striking poses.
Yep. We've got Giorno with Golden Wind here, and this is gonna come in at $208. So another $208 option. I think that's a great price point. Might have been just reviewing. Like, seems like it should have been a little bit more pricey, but it's a good deal.
Well, it's too late now.
Too late now. That's the price. We set it, so that's what it is.
Yeah.
And then lastly, I just want to pull it up first.
Last but not least, we have. I also really like this one. This one really just shows, like, it just goes with her character really well. The Jolyne Cujoh selvage. So this one is just, you know, has this nice light, you know, like, what do you call it?
Kind of aquamarine kind of color. It beautifully matches her outfit.
Yeah.
And then it's a slubby, kind of streaky denim, which represents her stand because she's got the string power here. I think that came out this is a very on point denim in my opinion. It really came out well. The leather patch I think is beautiful and detailed.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of detail in that one.
Yeah. And then just see the button has her butterfly.
Yeah, so for her tattoo.
Yeah.
And then you've got the green.
Selvage ID also. This one just really matches her color scheme.
Might be a little hard to see with this lighting, but anyways.
It is like a lime green kind of green.
So this one is a little bit maybe like summery in tone, and I know we're getting to the fall winter, but still, I think it's still a good option.
It's just it's such a perfect color for her.
Stone Free and Jolyne here. Right there on the pocket bag. So you've got this for characters with stands. You've got their stands included, and then that is the whole collection. Everybody.
How much was this?
Oh, how much is that? That one is $218. $218. So everything is between $218 and
$208.
$208 and $238.
Yeah.
With mostly everything being $208. I think half of them are $208. So there you have it. That is the whole collection. No surprises, no DOs. I know that people are going to be asking for DO, but we'll see. We'll see how this collection goes. And I'm not gonna. I'm not proposing round 2 already. I'm just saying let's see how this goes. And if the JoJo people are happy with the performance, maybe we can work something out to get some Dio action happening. Who knows? We'll see. So if you're interested in these, on Monday we're going to be dropping a ton of photos, blog posts. All the product pages are going to be up on the website. Sign up for those notifications, and just get ready. Get ready for it because they're coming. There's a stack of them. I think there's something for everybody here.
It's so heavy.
Yeah, it's a lot of denim. What Jolyne's weight I think is 12.5 ounce.
Yeah.
So Jonathan and Joseph are 14. Jotaro is 20 with the elephant denim. Giorno and Josuke I think are 12.5.
Jolyne too. I think
and Jolyne. Oh yeah, the last 3. Josuke, Giorno, and Jolyne, those are coming in at 12.5 ounces. So
heavier weight the first week. Second week, it's more colorful options.
So that's it. Izzy denim would have been nice too. Man, there are a lot of options that would have been great. Like, I would have loved to do like Polnareff, you know, like all like Avdol, like all the Stardust Crusaders. I would have enjoyed, like, if we could. It was kind of a tough decision because like our options with like Team JoJo were, you got to do all the Joes, or you pick one series and then you do the characters within that. And it was like, it was a tough one.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It was a tough one. It's like, how do, like, you know.
Like.
They're all, like, if you pick all the Joes, at least they're all, you know.
Yeah.
It's somebody's favorite character from every season, you know. It's the main character from every season. So there's something for everybody there.
Yeah.
And like if you did just a single season, it's like
what do you choose?
Right. Who do you leave out, right?
Yeah.
So at least with all the Joes, you don't leave anybody out.
Yeah. Especially because, like, you know, not everybody watched the entire season, the entire series. So, like, you know, if you're just watching, like, the first couple of seasons, like, you don't know what's going on after.
Right.
Like, so I feel like it's, I think it was the best decision.
Yeah. Junior 6. Old Joseph would have been awesome. Yeah, I agree. Like, you know, Stardust Crusaders Joseph would have been a fun one to have as well.
To be fair, if we were to pick one season, that probably would have been the season because you also get Dio, you also get, like, a lot of people.
Yeah, that would have been a good one. You're right. It like, you got Jotaro, you got Joseph, so you got them two covered. You get Dio. Yeah. I mean, we could do. You know what could have also been neat if we just did like a Star Platinum, like, Gene on its own. That could have been kind of cool. So I mean, there's a million options here. It's kind of like when we did Dragon Ball. Like there's a million good options, and like we just had to pick.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I think we picked good options. Of course, there's still a lot of good options out there, but we can't make like a 30 Gene collection. Yeah. But yeah. Mike C. writes, I've never watched a JoJo episode. I'm so stoked for these releases. JoJo starts slow and gets better. It
certainly gets better. Like, honestly, when we first started watching, because we started from the beginning, I was like, I don't know if I can do, 5 seasons of this. Yeah. But it got better.
It got really good.
Really better.
Yeah. The first season is maybe the slowest. And then it really, really picks up. And especially when you start picking up, it's going to be obvious as day, when you start picking up on all, like, the musical references that they have in the series, because they just name all these characters after musical acts. I'm like, you think, like, that's a dumb name. But it's like, no, it's a great name. You know, it's so memorable. And so there's just so much going on there. I'm not a JoJo expert by any means. I know there's guys who are like ultra mega fans, but we did our due diligence to try and make this collection as appealing as possible to the JoJo lover out there. And I mean, I think we nailed it. And we became fans over this period. Hopefully we may make a couple new fans out there for you guys, and hopefully the fans out there existing can enjoy what we've produced here. So that's the JoJo collection coming out in 2 batches. Friday, September 29th, this coming Friday, not today, but so the upcoming Friday, and then on Friday, October the 6th. So watch out for that. On Monday, we will have all the info on the websites, all the product pricing and photos. You'll see it all. So hope you enjoy it.
Exciting time.
Yeah, very exciting time. 2 years in the making, and this collaboration, this project came to light because of you guys. When we were doing Instagram live streams, the ask for JoJo was just relentless. all the time, and then we went out and we got it. And it was not easy to get. In fact, I had written to them, I emailed them. We tried to contact the people there. We were not getting responses, and then I put a call out on social media here. I asked you guys in the chat, and then there was there's a raw denim Discord, and there was a user there who actually happened to work at Viz Media, and they put me in touch with the person to talk to. And so fully community driven, this project to make it come to light.
If we were to start counting this project from when that was going on, when people started asking for it and you started trying to get the contact, I think this is 3 years?
Maybe.
People probably asked it earlier than that,
yeah.
But
it was the pandemic time, right at the start of the pandemic time is really when people were asking for JoJo, and then we're doing these.
It's over 3 years.
So
that's a long project.
Yeah. We're happy to have it.
Yeah.
We're very happy to have it. I think it's going to be as big as Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball was a fun one. This is going to be an amazing one. So if this is up your alley, which I think many of you like this kind of stuff. We like this kind of stuff. So let's put it together. And then, just to add the icing on the cake, on Friday, October the 13th, we've got Elvira. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Hold on, I haven't posted these photos yet, but you guys are going to be the first ones to see it because they're amazing. Amazing. Guys, if you're not excited for Elvira, if you're not excited for JoJo, there's a human test involved in that. You're not human. You got to be excited for JoJo.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I'm calling it. That's a human test. And then if you are not excited for Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, then there's something wrong with you. Because this is amazing. These photos are amazing.
Mm-hmm. Great job,
Garrett did an amazing job. Yeah. Everybody, shout outs to Garrett, the photographer extraordinaire. Anytime you see better photos, it's Garrett.
A lot of props. He's very good at using props.
Garrett's good.
Yeah.
Garrett's the prop master. Okay, let's check this out, guys, because we've got Elvira, Mistress of the Dark here, coming out on Friday, October the 13th, right in time for Halloween. We've got Elvira here looking spooktacular. We get a little bit of a close-up there. Ooh-wee. Look at that beautiful denim. Oh, maybe we've got to edit out that little crumb there. But you've got this beautiful dark indigo tone. And this one has got the tonal stitching, so it makes it look even darker. A very sultry denim, dark indigo mixed with the purple. Let's take a look, another close-up of the fabric here. And you can see it's got that slubby texture as well. This one coming in at 16 ounces. A black and purple selvage ID here, all blacked out hardware. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, Naked and Famous Denim. We're looking really fantastic here. And let's head over here. The pocket bag. Look at that. Yours cruelly, Elvira. I wanted, this, to me, is like a quintessential, 1980s style, the
t-shirt.
T-shirt, you know what I mean? So, I wanted that inside the bag.
Seen it at the mall.
Yeah. So it looks really cool. She's got her python here. Elvira is looking amazing. That bouffant, who could forget? And there's a close look at the cuff here with the purple and black selvage ID. So a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff coming through. Let's get a good look at that leather patch here as well. So veg tan with the black foil print. So you've got Elvira here on the macabre mobile, beautifully illustrated by our good friend Andy Belanger. Beautiful artwork, great, amazing, talented artist. And yeah, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, Naked and Famous Denim. If you want to watch a movie this weekend, go watch Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. A very, very funny movie, by the way. It's not a spooktacular movie. Obviously, it's got little spooky themes here and there, but hilarious movie. Very funny. Elvira is very, very, very funny. And you should all check it out. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. And also, if you go on YouTube, you guys are familiar with YouTube, I would imagine. There is a pilot for a sitcom that never came out. But if you watch it, it's very funny. I'm surprised it never came out, considering how good that pilot was. It was really, it was good. I enjoyed it. I mean, unfortunately, there was only one episode, but you can check that out as well. The Raven writes, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark is a great movie to watch on date night. It's funny for sure. I think so. I think you'll enjoy it.
It's also almost October.
Yeah. There's a fun fact about the movie poster. Let me pull up the movie poster and let's see if they have it. What I can find. Elvira. The Dark movie. Yeah. So, movie poster. So this movie poster, which I'll show you here, anyway, you'll see it. So you can see the movie poster here, and you can see that, she's going to be burned alive, which ought to be. And you can see the character here is lighting the fire. There is a variant of this movie poster with a Girl Scout setting the fire, and they had to change it. And I don't know, I guess the Girl Scouts got really upset at it. Maybe they threatened something. But they had to change the poster. So it is a very, very rare variant of that poster, and if you own it or you have anything with that on it, Elvira collectors may be interested in it. So anyways, as you can see, lots of spooky and sultry Elvira stuff out there, but I think it's a perfect match for our brand and for our continuing horror series of denim. We've got I've already spilled, and this is a secret that I held for a long time. This Elvira release. Yeah. I only started talking about it maybe about a month ago, maybe a little bit earlier than that. But I've already let the cat out of the bag for next Halloween, what we're working on, which is Halloween, Michael Myers. We've got we'll get the trifecta of movie killers in the Naked and Famous Denim horror series, the continuing series. So we've got Elvira. Next year will be Michael Myers. The year after that, I'm trying to get Leatherface. We're working on it. Trying to get Leatherface. But other properties I'm interested in would be like Alien, Predator. That's like area would be very interesting. Yeah. Just kind of changes it up a little. So the movie stuff, we do a little bit of that. We do a little bit of the anime stuff, a little bit of video games. We're going to do it all. We're going to make denim for everybody. We're going to make your interests collide. It all happens right here. Yeah. Junior writes, Michael Myers denim is insane. I hope so. It's going to be. I've seen, we get these simulations. The mills, they can do, these computer simulations of fabrics right now. And, right now it's in simulation phase. But it's coming. As soon as I get my first actual physical sample swatch, I'll show that to you guys. And you'll be a part of this the entire way.
It might. Yeah. It might. Yeah, might be soon. Might be soon.
Yeah. Chris Karas writes, my fiance needs Peanuts denim.
Peanuts?
Yeah, it's like Snoopy.
Oh, yeah. That one's... Yeah, I wonder how that would go.
Yeah. That one, I like it when character... there's a lot of iconography from Peanuts that would make it a nice leather patch or a buttons and things like that. But as far as the denim is concerned... Yeah. That's a hard one.
Yeah, that's a hard one, because it's nobody wants a soft white gooey denim, but that's what Neppy is. Yeah.
Right? Or Woodstock, a yellow weft something or other. I don't know.
Yeah, but then it can't be what do you do for Charlie Brown? It has to be lightweight, super lightweight Woodstock. Charlie Brown, I don't know.
Right.
It's really hard.
Yeah. Chris Griffin, there aren't many yellow weft with Pennywise with a yellow weftwork. Like Pennywise. I don't know. We'd have to see. Pennywise is.
I've never seen that movie.
We haven't.
Want to. I know we do.
We have the old and the new.
Don't know if I want to.
A Snoopy Joe Cool denim. Yeah, or like Space Snoopy.
Yeah.
I like Camper Snoopy, and I like Space Snoopy.
Yeah, I do like Joe Cool too.
Yeah.
Though. They're more beachy.
Right.
I like that.
Oh,
so many good.
A lot of good options.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Like icon wise, great. Denim wise, I don't know. I don't know. It's that one's been in our mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, somebody asked if the JoJo stuff was going to be available in women's fits or the Elvira in the women's fits. No, just super weird, easy, and true guy. But even for the JoJo photo shoot, we actually had a lady in the men's jeans, and I know that we don't go all the way down to smaller sizes, but if we do have a size that does accommodate you, you can wear them just fine. So
yeah, we go down till 28 still. So 28 is like women's equivalent, maybe. I would say maybe 27 or even 26. Like it depends on like how
on
how
your build.
Yeah, like what your shape is, but like you obviously need to choose it with the hip size. So even 28 waist might be big on you, but it's going to fit.
Or you wear them loose.
Yeah, I mean you have to wear a little bit loose too, because it's not a fitted thing. But yeah, I mean I've worn like Easy Guy 28 and that fit me.
You've
really
worn
nice.
my Easy Guy 32s and they fit you fine.
Well, that one was.
I mean, they were big in the waist, but like the drape of it, it looked fine.
Mm-hmm. I think brand new, it might be hard to pull off, but
right, a worn pair maybe. Yeah, if you wash it, it'll soften up. Pedro, the ladies could boil their jeans and shrink them. I wouldn't boil the jeans. Don't do that. It's gonna ruin the leather patch, especially. It'll shrink that leather patch right up.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
How do you boil a jeans?
I've the weird thing is, like, especially, in our raw denim world, there's this lore that's out there, and like, boil your jeans, put them in the freezer, all this kind of stuff. It's like, people have done it, and I've seen it, and I've seen people try it.
You need to have like.
I've seen people try to boil their jeans. Yeah.
You need to have like a.
Like a big old, soup pot.
Yeah.
I've seen it. And then they're like, oh, I boiled my jeans and my leather patch curled up and died. I'm like, yep, sounds about right.
Also, like, that high temperature. Like, it's so much higher than, like, hot wash.
Yeah. Yeah. Terrence in the house, everybody. Terry is here. Terry writes, my wife also wears a Weird Guy 28 as a boyfriend fit.
Yeah.
You got it. A husband fit. Everybody, Terrence is in the house, the star of This Week at Tate and Yoko. If you guys don't know about This Week in Tate and Yoko, you definitely need to go and check it out. It is our other program that we run every Wednesday here on the Naked Famous Denim YouTube channel. It's a look at the lives and the fits and the happenings at Tate and Yoko.
It's a lot more action than talking, which is what I like about it. And you get a lot of characters in them. It's not just two people. So it's more fun.
Right. And if you wanna offer any things you want to see the guys do, you can let Terry know here. You can leave it in the comments of any individual video. I know they read everything. They may not respond to everything, but they do read all the comments. So it's a great little program that I think we're on to episode. Next week will be episode 8. Oh, so yeah, it's growing.
Yeah,
it's growing.
And we'll never catch up to the live stream episodes, but
yeah, we're at 116. I think we are. So you got a little bit of a ways to go. You just need us to go down for a little while. Pedro writes, Terry's pick, that dude needs a short theme song for his picks on an 80s and 90s intro for it. We do need...
That would be great.
We
do need more catchy like music.
I'm just going to say it, Terry, because we're about this... I think we're around the same age. You may remember a show in Canada. It was a little video game show called Video and Arcade Top 10. And during the show... there would be like an intermission, like it'd show like kids playing games. This little contest, who can score however many points. There was a similar show like Game Pro TV back in the day. But anyways, on this show, Video and Arcade Top 10, there was a host named Nicholas Pickles. You just can't forget that name. And then he would read letters from, people would write letters to the show. Mm-hmm. And there would be letter time. And before he would do letter time, he would always sing a song. It's letter time. It's letter time. And burned into my brain. And if you are of a certain age in Canada, you definitely know that little jingle. Terry, you need to do something similar to that and just etch it into a generation of raw denim lovers out there. Before you do a Terry's pick, you got to have a little Terry's pick song. Mm-hmm. It's picking time. I don't know, whatever it is, but you'll do it. I admire the hand tool rescue intro on YouTube for its 90s theme. Hand tools rescue intro. I'll look that up. If you have a particular jingle in the YouTube free music archive database that you want me to use for you, Terry, let me know, and I'll that'll be your song.
That'd be great if we get original though. We can start it off as like Terry just singing it, and gradually we would have like actual music built around it.
Can grow.
Yeah, can
grow from there. Maybe Giovanna could do something for us.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, we've got a very talented. He's a DJ. I don't know if he makes music.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
He must know people though.
Yeah. Anyhow.
In the music scene in Montreal.
Right. We'll figure it out. We'll get there. Timothy Williams writes, any plans for more strawberry milk? No plans for more strawberry milk, but we will eventually expand the milk denim universe. So there are other options that we're considering. Nothing on the exact roadmap right now, like nothing scheduled, but there will eventually be more milk options. You want to know why? Because milk does a body good.
And it's just, yeah, it's so, like, it's so nice base. Like, we can keep doing it with different colors.
Yeah.
Call it chocolate milk, call it banana milk, whatever. Right.
Yeah.
It's just such a fun theme.
Yeah. Okay. Troy writes, is the Easy Guy fit pretty standard across the line? I guess it would vary a little in fit based on the stretch and material, but not sure whether the rest of the fit varies that much. It's pretty straight across the line, I'd say. I mean, of course, depending on the fabric and the composition, you're going to have some variances here and there, but yeah, I mean, if you wear a Easy Guy 32, odds are you're still going to be a 32 in other ones. But I would always check the measurement guide. Sometimes productions come a little bit bigger or smaller, but the variances you're going to notice are going to be mostly based on the fabric itself and not like small measurement differences.
Mm-hmm. BD says you can pick your friends, but only Terry can pick your order.
That's mostly true. Although all the boys.
They can pick.
They do pick your orders as well, and when we're visiting when we were living in Montreal, we were out there picking orders, making it happen. It's
satisfying.
It's very satisfying because you start especially on like a Black Friday, like the amount of picks we get is like a phone book. It's like this, and it's just like, all right, we got to make that pile go to this. We got to do that today. So everybody is just...
It kind of becomes like a game of how efficient you can move yourself in the warehouse.
Yeah. Because it's not a sophisticated warehouse where, like, modern warehouses are like, a very modern warehouse, like the warehouse employee has like a computer, like a little hand computer, and it tells them, go down like this aisle on this rack in this place. It's basically not even telling them what the item it is that they're getting. They're just saying, go to here and you get this.
Yeah.
And so...
But our warehouse, obviously, it's not it's not like that.
Yeah.
It's
Things
not,
move around too much.
and it's so long
Yeah.
without so much break to go to the next aisle. So sometimes you have to walk like a long time to go to like the opening and then come back. So it's kind of like a mind exercise sometimes. It's like I know this pick is going to be there and that pick is going to be there, so I have to take this
route. And but we do organize it in a way that like our core fabrics are all in one area, and like, you know, this season's over here and that season's over there, and like special releases are over here, and like newer stuff is generally closer to the front. So
so single item orders are very easy to pick.
Multi-item orders can get complicated. So, anyways,
it's just the fun.
At some point, you know, if especially if we're around for Black Friday, maybe we can get a full video showing, like, you know, here's the chaos of what Black Friday looks like.
It's kind of fun because everybody, like, who don't usually, you know, like us, we don't day-to-day pick orders, but, like, we all gather in the warehouse that day and just, like, we're like, all right, like, here's the piles. Go fetch them.
Yeah, we're blasting music. It's like, all right, my cart's full. Give me another cart. And it's just, like, fill up the cart. We've got, like, 2 packing stations where the guys are just, like...
machines. Like... going so fast.
Trying to get it out to you guys as fast as possible. I mean, it's not like an Amazon robot warehouse, like, you know.
No, it's just, not even close.
Not even close. Once we tried to modernize our warehouse.
Yeah, that wasn't gonna happen.
Spent a lot of money. A lot of money, a lot of time. Anyways.
It's okay. We learned a lot.
We did. Sometimes just doing it the old school way works just as good. You know, anyways, I guess for our size, it's all right. Okay, Connor Enlow writes, promise I won't spam again. I didn't notice you spamming earlier, so it's okay. Any advice on slightly shrinking my new pair of natural indigo jeans? Wash in warm water, maybe, looking to shrink an inch or so in the waist. I mean, a hot wash will shrink them down initially. They're going to stretch back out. If it's just an inch, honestly, if it's just an inch, just wear a belt. You're going to be fine. I'm based on absolutely nothing. I'm just going to presume you're a young man because I think it's like 95% of our audience are men, so it's based on that.
Also Connor.
And Connor. Connor could be a lady's name, but...
Is it?
I don't know. I don't know anymore. There's no rules. But
it's true.
Just simply based on that, as you get older, you get a little bit wider. You might just grow into them.
I mean, the holiday season coming up.
The holiday season is coming up.
You know, maybe try to just leave some room for your, you know.
Yeah, for some fun holiday meals. But in serious though, 1 inch, you're not going to get it to shrink 1 inch permanently. You might get maybe half an inch of shrinkage initially, and then when you wear it, it's going to stretch back out. And then if you're the kind of person who washes his jeans every week, then it's really not an issue because you'll wear it, they'll stretch back out, and then they'll go back in the wash anyways, and then they're going to, you know, be shrunk to size. If that's you, then your problem is solved. If you're planning on wearing it just for a long period of time and not really washing them very often, just throw on a belt and you're gonna be fine. And you know, Connor writes, LOL, good call on growing wider. I am in fact a younger guy. Yeah, so give it a year and you might find that, you know, 1 inch is not a lot of weight for you to gain. And you know, the older we get as men, we tend to put on weight a little bit easier, so you'll probably be fine. I feel like I'm a mom, you know, when you're a kid. It's like, don't worry, you'll grow into it.
You will.
You will.
You will.
Okay. The one above all, is a left-hand twill stretch going to be made at some point? It's not on the agenda. It's not something I think is, you know, a diehard kind of ask. But
I think you're the first one to ever ask that. But I mean, it's not bad. I just don't know if it's exciting enough.
Yeah, it'd have to be more than just a left-hand twill stretch.
Yeah, Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll think about that one.
David Reyes writes in response to Shrinking Jeans, he writes, a good tailor can take in the waist. It's true. But I would say for an inch, it's probably not worth your time.
If it's like really big, like 3 inches too big, then tailor because tailor, when they take it apart and put it together, it's not going to look exactly the same. They are doing something post, production. So I don't think it's worth it for just an inch.
Yeah. Troy Glover writes, can vouch for that. I bought a pair of Naked Famous 3 years ago, which didn't fit by an inch or two. They do now, and they are like brand new. Consider it an investment. 3 years, you will be happy you hung on to them. Yeah.
And likelihood of our jeans being more expensive 3 years down the line is very high. So.
And speaking from someone who, for the longest time, thought I was going to be a size 28 for the rest of my life, I own a lot of jeans. That's a Donald Trump a lot. Like a lot of jeans that are size 28. A lot. That are never, ever, ever, ever going to fit me again.
You can't probably even put them.
They won't even go on my thigh.
Yeah.
So just be aware. Like, I learned the hard way. Just because for most of my life I was that size and I just never moved. Didn't matter what I ate, how little I exercised, nothing.
A lot of people are like that. I've never been like that. I've always be envious of people who are very skinny just by existing. But now I can see how a lot of those people who just been skinny for no reason at all are the ones who get gain weight over as you age. Yeah, I noticed that. It's
I ate at the food court every day,
and they never really appreciated it. It's this is me. I have great genetics or whatever. And it's when I was younger, I was oh, but then I see that now. It's no, that's not a good genetic in the long run.
No, I would eat 20-piece chicken McNugget meals with my buddy at lunchtime, often. If I did that today, I would be in a coma.
Well, that's also part of it. It's getting older. Your stomach cannot handle that much oil.
Right. But there's just. Anyways, that's me. But I had a lot of jeans that don't fit anymore. To be fair, I mean I have them around just because I collect them, and they not all the clothes I own. In fact, I would say that 90% of the clothes I own are mostly there to just be references and things that I like to have collected. But it's
28 to 32 is a big.
It's a big jump. Big jump.
But
I used to wear 27s too. I'm 27's a little tight. 28's better. It worked. So.
Yeah.
Just be wary of that. Just be aware that most of us will grow. Brandon Flanagan writes, how long have y'all worked at Naked and Famous? I was the first employee. I signed on with Brandon in October, November 2009. And then I moved to Montreal January 2010. So that's how long.
January 2010.
January 2010.
I think I moved to Canada December 2014.
Yeah.
So that's when I officially started working, although I kind of...
You worked... Well, you were doing... you worked at Big John before, and then you were also helping us sell Naked and Famous in Japan when you were on this side of things. Yeah. Raw denim Sugi Hagi in the future. I don't know what that is.
I think it's patchwork, maybe.
Oh.
Sugi Hagi means...
I see. I don't know. Okay. We want RF Big John shout out to their Big John rare jeans, some of my favorite. Yeah, very, very nice jeans.
Very good jeans.
Yeah, their rare collection. Yeah. That's their flagship model. Yeah.
Yeah. It is really well-made jeans. It's beautiful.
Yeah, we carried those at Tate and Yoko for a while. Yeah.
It comes in a box. I don't know if they still do, but it comes in a box that's shaped like a folded jeans. You know how it's like a little slanted on one side. It was beautiful.
There you go. There was a couple of questions about King of Slub. There's another question here about the ETA and the Army HBT. These are looking like they're going to be in November.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
King of Slub for sure.
Yeah.
HBT, yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
probably still going to be November.
Yeah.
It's like October is already kind of
full.
Yeah.
Milo writes King of Slub 2 sample. I actually will probably get it next week. I will have or maybe the week after. Anyways, I have a set of samples coming next week. I've got the Elvira. I'll have the Snowy Selvage. I'll have some of the other like non-main line fall winter 23 releases. Like
we
just small. Seen. Yeah, we haven't seen. I've only seen some of the swatches. But I've never had the physical sample in hand yet. So I'm going to be getting those. We're going to be previewing those options. Those are some other releases that will be coming out in November. So October's a huge month with collaboration releases. JoJo. We've got Elvira. I've got a Raised by Wolves 15-year anniversary.
Okay.
That'll either be end October or for like first week November. So like that's the Vulgar Selvage coming back in like a midnight edition. November is going to be jammed.
Yeah.
Jammed. We've got the King of Slub. We still have the 15-year anniversary Naked Famous Erostica, Rockin' Jelly Bean collaboration, Army HBT. We've got the Pagoda Dyed Selvage still to come.
All Black Comfort.
All Black Comfort stretch. Ooh-wee. Is there an MIJ? MIJ 13 might be in before the end of the year.
And yeah, I don't know when they're I think they're still on the sea.
Yeah.
So
coming
who knows?
soon.
Who knows? There's not enough week in the year.
There's gonna be a couple more double release weeks before the end of the year.
All with like the holiday sale, like Black Friday and all of that stuff going in the background. I don't know how we're gonna do it, honestly.
We'll figure it out. We do it all. Gary Rainey Jr. writes King of Slub 2. That's right, King of Slub 2. Terrence is with the face.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
Terry is.
He's gonna have to work extra hard.
Terry's the real hero of all of this. Everybody, give a big hand to Terry for all of his loyal, devoted work. He's the MVP. He's the real deal. If it wasn't for Terry, you guys don't get anything. We can make all the stuff we want, but Terry's the one who gets it to you.
Yeah, Terry and the crew.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody on the
warehouse team.
You get
Tate and Yoko team. They
know everybody now because you're watching the this week at Tate and Yoko. All those characters, they work so hard.
Yeah, right. Everybody in the chat. Terry MVP. Everybody knows. Great job, Terry. Terry is the man. That's for sure. As much as work we do, it's their hard work in the warehouse that makes sure that everybody gets what they want. They are the most important people in the whole company. Without them, nothing happens. Pedro, Terry and the crew. If that doesn't reek of hip hop, I don't know what does. Terry and the crew. We're gonna have to get some freestyle rapping from Terry in the next live stream. Love y'all. This is from Terry. Love y'all. Be thinking of you for the next video. You got it. Arif writes, the hardest working man in the denim industry. You got it. All right, Chris Griffin, hit the like button for Terry and numerous other reasons. Yeah, absolutely. Hit the like button for Terry, everybody. Terry is the man. This is, I wish I could have Terry call in and just, I'd like to accept this award on behalf of all the little denim heads out there. We gotta do
the Dundies.
that would be great. We got to figure out that.
Yeah.
We can't be so mean, though. Yeah.
No, we don't have a Toby.
We don't have a Toby. Hottest guy in the office award. I also don't want to get sued. Okay. Terry needs a segment of the show where he goes to get a nap. I will.
Yeah.
I will sponsor that. That's it. Okay. Everybody, we're gonna head into snack time because we've got a
new snack.
We got a spicy snack. Everybody likes spicy snacks, so we got this one is a very angry devil.
So you are all familiar with this little guy.
Well, we presume you are.
Yeah.
We've tried these before.
Yeah, so this is the very long-running popular spicy snack that is habanero, broken habanero. It's very delicious also. Yeah. And then they came out with, I guess, 20th anniversary of this snack, which makes me feel really old. Jolokia. So this one is supposed to be sour and spicy.
I like sour and spicy.
And this is the spice level of the habanero. This one is the Jolokia.
It's even more spicy.
Yeah.
There's more spice level.
And it looks more evil.
Yeah, it definitely looks more evil. So we're going to give it a try. Yeah.
I don't think this is going to be death.
No. I don't think it's going to be death.
This one's not death. It's delicious.
Yes.
And spicy, but not like death.
It's like a Ringolo.
Yeah.
But hot. And who makes these? Is this like a Frito-Lay kind of product?
Tohato.
Okay.
Yeah. They make some other snacks, like some cookies and stuff like that.
If you go to an Asian grocery store in the West, you should find this. Something tells me if you go to like a Korean mart or like a Chinese grocery store, they'll probably have this. They often have like Japanese import snacks in those places.
This one's a popular one. So this one, compared to the regular one, it's more thick. It's a
thick boy.
But it's less red.
Yeah. Okay, Daniel in the chat. Good to see you, Daniel. I'd get Japanese snacks, but I don't know how good Tokyo Banana will be after shipping. No, you don't want to get them after shipping.
I don't think.
I don't think they go bad. They'll probably be good for
like
a while.
You need to refrigerate it. Yeah. You don't want to leave it for like a year, but I think it's fine. With the shipping.
Right. Okay. Let's grab a couple here. So it's a thick Ringolo.
Yeah, it's a thicker version. Great.
Smells spicy.
Smells sour. I smell the acidity.
Yeah.
All right.
Sour at first. It's like citric acid.
Yeah, very citrusy.
Heat level on a scale of 1 to 10.
I think it's lower than that.
Yeah.
Right? It's not very spicy.
No, it's more acidic. It's all acid.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It tastes like a salsa verde kind of taste.
Yeah.
I don't know. Spice level is like a mild, 6 out of 10 kind of thing. It's not going to destroy... If you're really bad with spice, this might annoy you. It won't obliterate you. If you're bad with spice, this is, mildly irritating.
Yeah, because it does have the aftertaste, but it's when you put it in your mouth, it's not... You don't really taste the spice. It's going to linger. It
lingers.
It's going to linger a little bit. If you ate the whole bag, it'll probably stay in your mouth for a while. But it's not very spicy. I actually find that to be maybe a little bit spicier.
Tofu Cobra, with the important question, would it wreck a kid?
Oh, maybe. It depends
on how old. If they're under 12, I'd say under 12.
I was going to say 10.
Okay.
But yeah, if they're almost an adult size, and then they're fine. If they're
12 teen, then they're probably okay. They can handle this. They would probably find it hot, but they could handle it.
Yeah, this would be like the first
hot,
like real spicy, not just like kid spicy, but real spicy snack. Probably.
They might be challenging each other in the cafeteria. Oh, have you tried these? Have you tried these? Oh, they're so hot.
And then they really start to realize where they are in the spice tolerance level in the world. You know, your friends might be okay with it, but you might not be okay with it. And,
they'll be like, yeah, that's hot. And everyone's like, oh, that's hot. But, like, nobody's dying. Like, nobody's running to the washroom, like, having to barf because they're, you know.
Yeah, it's not going to wreck them.
Yeah.
Unless it's, like, if it's a toddler or, like, you know.
Yeah. How do these compare to hot Cheetos?
Hot Cheetos, like the Flaming Hot?
Yeah.
It's less spicy than Flaming Hot.
Yeah, maybe a little less spicy than Flaming Hot. Yeah. This is a very pleasant
level of spice. Yeah. Like, you can definitely feel the spice. If you like spicy food, I think you would like it, but it's not, like, annoyingly spicy.
Yeah. Tovakova writes, your spice rating should be how old does a kid have to be to not get wrecked. Yeah, that's it.
I'm going to say rating. 10 here.
I was going to put 12. I'm going to stick with 12, but anyhow. We've got our own rating system. John Chen, what blue shirts are you wearing? The chambray? Yeah, we call them the 5-ounce chambrays.
4.5-ounce chambray, I think.
Yeah, on the website. So, check them out. They're available in men's and ladies options.
Yeah. So the ladies ones have, you know, like, I really wanted this, like, puckering to happen, so I changed the stitching to double here on the country shirt. So, and it's slowly coming.
It's coming along.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody, we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much, as always, for tuning in to the live stream. Before you go, if you haven't done so already, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. We'll be back again next Friday, September 29th, for our next edition of this live stream. Don't forget to tune in on Monday. We'll have a JoJo video. On Wednesday, we'll have the This Week at Tate and Yoko video. We're launching the first release of the JoJo collection next Friday.
Yeah,
as
it's
well.
Gonna be a big day.
Very exciting. Yeah. Great times. We did a little teaser Instagram post. Check it out if you haven't seen it already. Tag a friend. Let them know what's coming. If they're a JoJo fan, they need to know about this. Help spread the word. And we will see you guys next time. Have a great weekend. Do something nice for yourselves. And do something nice for somebody else too. We'll see you guys next time, everybody.
Bye, everyone.